Hey, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here with another 8-4 Return to Ravnica draft. We've opened a rare that's pretty much not unplayable, but not very good. We also opened Ultimate Price and Selesnya Charm. I like the Selesnya Charm much more than the Ultimate Price. It, in my opinion, does just so much more. Helps feet populate, is a combat trick, exiles fatties, just all around much more useful, in my opinion, than the Ultimate Price. So I think I'll go Charm here, and hopefully we'll, I don't know, I guess it depends on where we're at. Could go Junk, could go Selesnya Azorius. We'll see. Okay, second pick. Unfortunately, nothing super interesting here. Could go Drudge Beetle. Could go. I guess the strongest card in the pack is probably Rage Mutt. But Rage Mutt looks pretty bad after a first pick Charm. So I guess I'm a little more likely to pick the Beetle here, who's a fine 2-drop. Nothing amazing. An Action Injunction, if I knew I was in Azorius, would probably be slightly better than the Beetle, but that depends on what the rest of the makeup of the deck is. But I guess we're going to second pick a Beetle, which is pretty unexciting to be honest, but not a ton else in that pack, unfortunately. Not very deep. Okay. Got Hover Barrier, an Action Injunction, Thrill Kill. What's the strongest card in this pack? Strongest card in this pack is probably the Thrill Kill Assassin. Would I rather be Junk or Selesnya Azorius? I'm not sure. Hover Barrier is also decent. I don't know actually if I like Hover Barrier or an Action Injunction more, to be honest. I guess it depends on what I'm doing. If I ended up with a bunch of Stealer of Secrets or something, I'd much rather have the Injunction. But if I was trying to play two fatties or had Axebanes, I'd probably rather play Hover Barrier. This is tough. Thrill Kill versus Hover Barrier. I think I'm going to go Barrier, to be honest. I'm in green, so if I pick up Axebanes, the Barrier will be quite good. I actually like Palisade Giant, and we're not really passing that much in here. A Sentry and a Savage Surge is actually pretty good, but I think I'd rather have a Palisade Giant. This guy actually, I think, can do quite a bit of work. This is another reason to have the Hover Barrier, so I have this good stall element now, which means if I can pick up some good fatties, I've got a good reason to be stalling. So I just need a good finisher so this stall is justified. Here I'll definitely take a Dramatic Rescue. I like this card quite a bit. It's very strong. Courses Accord versus another Dramatic Rescue, and a Stealer of Secrets as well, which isn't bad. So Courses Accord, Dramatic Rescue, Stealer of Secrets. I think I'm going to go Courses Accord. Like I said, we look like we're a good, we might just pick up some good stall elements, and then we can just finish, possibly populate too. I feel good about Courses Accord in this deck. Okay, here it's Monitor versus Guild. I think we'll just take the Guild Gate. This looks like a deck that will probably be needing some fixing, so I'm happy to take a Guild Gate here. Okay, Judgment versus Azorius Guildgate. There's also Indrik and Common Bond, all of which are good for our deck, and Inspiration even. I guess I'm a little more likely to pick the Judgment here. It looks like we've already got a couple good token creators. Very likely could get some more. Judgment is removal, deals with pretty much everything. And yeah, I think I'll go Judgment over the Guildgate. Okay, this is a pretty safe opportunity to go Sentry. Avenging Arrow versus Crosstown Courier. I'll go Avenging Arrow. Avenging Arrow is actually very good when you're running cards like Hover Barrier and Palisade Giant. So, that feels right to me. Okay, Horncaller's Chant, but I don't really have much ramp, so I guess I'll go Cancel. Just another little stall element. Another Sentry or downsize it, or Druid's Deliverance. I think I'd rather have the downsize. Not that I'm likely to play it main deck. It's possible, but I think it's a fine card. I haven't really gotten an opportunity to play downsize, to be honest. I feel like downsize is probably better if you have a lot of creatures that not only defend well but actually deal damage. Because I don't really like downsize, I guess, that much if they're just running into a hover barrier or a palisade giant or something. But who knows? Not exactly sure how this deck's going to pan out yet. But blue does appear to be open. The question is, or it kind of looks like green is not open, but Azorius is a good direction. Okay. Good picks in here for us. We've got the Security Blockade, Azorius Charm, Eyes in the Skies, Keening Apparition. Vassal Soul's fine, but I don't think that's what I want. I like Azorius Charm quite a bit. We're definitely Azorius. Eyes in the Skies, I'd like to populate. This copies Centaurs and Knights. Still think I want the Azorius Charm here. This deals so effectively with auras on creatures and stuff, you know. Ooh. Alright, well, we're rewarded for going down Azorius with a nice little Righteous Authority, which is indeed a very powerful spell. There's also other very good cards in here for us that we probably will wield at least one of them, so happy to take the Righteous Authority here. Now it's Guildgate versus Stealer versus Knightly Valor. Stealer with Righteous Authority is pretty good. There's also Indrik in here, but it does appear that green is the most likely cut color from what we're playing right now. So perhaps the Guildgate is best, but I would like to get Stealer. You know, the nice thing about Stealer is it always dissuades your opponent from attacking in for some reason. You know, they don't want you to get value on it, so they're always staying back. Yeah, I guess Stealer could be here. Could be good here. It looks like something that I'd like to do. I do like Knightly Valor, but Stealer is a creature which I'm a little bit short on. Yeah, I think I'll take it over the fixing here. I think I like Stealer enough. Bluster Squall versus Dramatic Rescue, Keening Apparition, Axebane. So far I only have a Hover Barrier to go with the Axebane, but I don't have a ton of mana sinks either, to be honest. I like Bluster Squall quite a bit with Stealer of Secrets. It also is just a good finisher. I also like Dramatic Rescue a lot. We don't look like we're beat down enough for Bluster Squall to do it for me. I'd much rather stall. So I think I'll take the Dramatic Rescue, which goes better with the Stealer in this style of deck with low creature count. It also buys time pretty effectively. Keening Apparition is good though, but I think Dramatic Rescue is actually better. Alright, Sphinx of the Chimes. There we go. This is actually the finisher I was kind of looking for in this deck, so that's nice. 2 6-drop rares. Interesting. Very tempted to... Wow, Grove of the Guardian too. We've got some Populate. So really, I guess I'm looking at a Herald, a Grove, or a Judgment. We're light on green, so Herald looks a little more difficult to play. But Grove of the Guardian... I'm already definitely splashing for green, so Grove of the Guardian has a lot of potential upside. I may just want a Judgment, but that's also another 6-drop. I'll go Grove here, actually. Like I said, we have a lot of stall elements, so I like the idea of them not being able to attack in, and then I just poop out a 8/8 elemental token. Alright, I think I'm a little more inclined to pick the second Guildgate here over the second Stealer, to be honest. As much as I like Stealer in this deck, I really want to make sure I'm hitting that green so I can hit that Grove. Especially since it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do Gate Creeper Vines in here. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to take the Gate over the Stealer there. Alright, happy to pick up a Void Wielder. Fits our curve nicely. Doorkeeper versus Vassal Soul. We don't really have enough ways to get in right now. I'm a little more tempted to pick the Vassal Soul. But Doorkeeper does block well. Works kind of well with Hover Barrier. I've got a good amount of in-game. Yeah, I guess we'll go for the more stall element. Alright, I'll pick up Fall of the Gavel here. I like this card. I can see myself playing it again. Alright, we'll definitely take a Hussar Patrol here. It's a good defensive spell. And we're sorely lacking a 4-drop right now, so that turns out to be a pretty good pick. Definitely picking up a Pithing Needle here. This is actually a good sideboard card against the Pack Rat deck. So it's nice to have access to that. Neither of these cards really matter. Don't see myself playing the Stag. I'm still planning on splashing for green, but I think that's going to discount playing the Drudge Beetle. He's not worthy of the splash. Only the Charm and the Course of the Coward and the Grow of the Guardian. So I probably would still put in 1 to 2 forests, depending on what else we get in this third pack here. So far, we've got a fairly decent game plan. Void Wielder versus Justiciar. It's also in Action Injunction, which is good with the Stealer, but we only have one Stealer so far. Justiciar also works really well with the Stealer. Void Wielder, Justiciar. Justiciar fits the curve better. Void Wielder, possibly. Actually, they're probably even, to be honest. I may even like Justiciar more than Void Wielder. That's debatable. I'd like to wield a Dispel, but yeah, I'm happy to pick up Justiciar here. I mean, I've splashed for Centaur Healer before, and I think it's fine. But do I want to splash for it here? Like I said, we're more of a stall deck. We don't have a ton of token producers yet, so I don't think I like the Phantom General. Could just go Cellar. Gives me an evasive creature. It's a little bit of board clutter. It's good at buying time. I guess I'll go Cellar. Okay, another Courses of Chord I think is fine here. I like it more than the Risen Sanctuary, I'm pretty sure. We're a little 6-drop heavy, but like I said, we've got some good early defense. Could use a little more, I guess. But also Swift Justice is here, which is pretty good. But I'm going to go with another Accord, I think. Or do I need another 6-drop? Actually, maybe I don't need another 6-drop. Maybe I'd rather pick a Swift Justice here. It's good with Stealer. Yeah, okay, I convinced myself. We'll take the trick. I may need that. Ooh, alright, well, definitely taking another Selesnya Charm here over the Knightly Valor. There's more upside to Charm, in my opinion. Although Knightly Valor is very good, and I would have liked to have had it, I think I just want the Selesnya Charm. Okay, now I can take the Azorius Guildgate. Otherwise, I can take a Centaur Healer. I may just want to go down the 3-color route here. Do need some more creatures. He's probably... I mean, I've splashed for him before, and I think it's fine. We have a decent splash element. He's good. I mean, Centaur Healer is good. No doubt. Do I need the Azorius Guildgate? I'm not sure. My deck is a little bit color intensive. I feel like the gate might be better here. But then again, like I said, I've got a low creature count. Centaur Healer attacks and defends well, and he gains you life. Okay, I guess I'll go Healer. Alright, now do I want to go Herald? I guess at this point we've got enough green where I can just be 3-color, so I guess I'll go Herald. Paralyzing Grasp versus Chorus. I don't particularly like Chorus in here. I don't really like Grasp all that much either, but I like the idea of them attacking into our walls and then I can grasp it. I guess it's doable. Okay, definitely taking the Injunction here. Card I like quite a bit. Alright, well, we wield the Dispel, so I'm happy to pick that up. Let's hide Downsize and Mizium Skin. I don't think they're going in main deck at least. And I still have to hide quite a few cards, actually. Maybe we don't need the Paralyzing Grasp main deck. Perhaps I don't play the Fall of the Gavel. In fact, I think I don't play the Fall of the Gavel because I've already got so much I want to spend my mana on with all these 6 drops, which is a lot of 6 drops, I will admit. Alright, so now it's General, I guess, versus Rhino. General looks a little more likely to be played. 2-3 is good. We've got the Cellar, got a couple Charms, and the Courser's Accord. I think that's about it as far as... Oh, and the Herald. Alright, whatever. We'll play the General. I don't like the Deliverance here. I think I like the Sentry slightly more, although there's a good chance that we're not playing either. Guess Vermin can be annoying. Chemist's Trick could be good, maybe. Just get rid of this land hate since we are actually running Grove of the Guardian in this deck. Alright, let's build something pretty. Alright, so I want a Dispel. Let's cut the Couriers for now. Don't think they're necessary. I'd like to put in everything that I really like. All the cards I'd very much like to play. Okay. This is 23, but it's only 11 creatures. Are there any... Courser's Accord, you can also count as creatures. That's more like 12. I do feel like I'm a little bit short on creatures, unfortunately. I want to be able to play this Righteous Authority effectively. I think I'm planning to go Sentry or Avenging it. No, we need more creatures. We don't really have a lot of card draw beyond the Righteous Authority, and I'd like to at least have some creatures early that can trade. I think this looks actually pretty good. If we look at our colors, we've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the Grove. So 6 green. We've got the 2 Guild Gates. Alright, let's bring this in now. This possibly is an 18 land deck, to be honest, but I think I'm going to get greedy and try and get away with less. I may not need the Swift Justice because I just don't quite have enough creatures to support that, so I think I'm just going to add another creature instead, get another Sentry in there. I don't really like the Sentries all that much, but I can always sideboard into like Avenging Arrow and Paralyzing Grasp or whatever. Okay, so let's see what they suggest. Let's look at the colors here first. We're pretty even split on blue and white, so I really just need to decide how much green I want to have. For now, let's cut a couple white because we've got the 2 Selesnya Guild Gates. So let's add another blue. Maybe we go like this. So this gives us 6 sources of blue, 7 sources of white, 5 sources of green. That may be what I'm looking for here. I need both blue and white early, but green early is really not that bad either for the charms. I think I'm gonna run it like this. The mana base is a little bit rocky, so perhaps I wanted to value those Azorius Guild Gates a little bit higher than I did, and I ended up not getting any. But we do have, we've got some very good cards in here, very powerful cards. The Grove is a very good way to finish. The Righteous Authority, the Sphinx, the Palisade Giant are all good. This deck looks fine. I could see this winning. We can sideboard into counter spells too, if necessary. Got the Pack Rat sideboard card as well. Alright, I guess we're going to give this a try. Wish me luck. You know, honestly, I kind of regret not picking up a Rubbleback Rhino. I could have seen that being really valuable here with the Righteous Authority. I guess that's it though, but still, Righteous Authority on a Rubbleback Rhino is pretty insane. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you round one.